All right, so we're back with another bonus mini episode. Rachel and I had the distinct pleasure of seeing The Black Phone early. I want to shout out to Universal Pictures for letting us pay $13.50 a movie ticket. To see it 10 days early, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah,
It was a good crowd.
it was.
It's a horror movie, so you want a good crowd. You want people jumping out of their seats and screaming, and we definitely got that.
And a little extra.
Yes, i.e., a small child, making noises, not crying. Just the movie's The Black Phone. The phone was ringing. Little kid was saying hello. It was cute until it wasn't.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. So, Rachel, what is this movie about?
So, Finney Shaw, a shy but clever 13-year-old boy, is abducted by a sadistic killer and trapped in a soundproof basement where screaming is of little use. When a disconnected phone on the wall begins to ring, Finney discovers that he can hear the voices of the killer's previous victims, and they are dead set on making sure that what happened to them doesn't happen to him.
So, what'd you think of this movie, Rachel?
I thought it was solid. I'm not used to horror movies. That's not really the genre that I typically watch. It was a little predictable, but there were some good scare moments, and I liked the relationship between the brother and sister in the movie. The main guy, Finney, and then his sister.
Yeah, so I like the movie also. Solid's an interesting word to use, but I mean, I only say interesting because I wanted to say it myself, so But no, I liked it. It had some good jump scares. It was intense in parts.
It was
Intense. When we get to spoilers, so this first part's not spoilers. When we get to spoilers, I do want to know what you mean by predictable, because honestly, like, I didn't really expect the ending that we got.
That's true. When I said predictable, I meant up until then.
Okay, well, we can get to that in a second. But overall, I like the movie. If you're a fan of thrillers or horror, check it out in the theater. It's a good time, I think.
It was good.
Yeah. All right. So jumping into spoilers, I genuinely thought that little boy was going to die at the end.
I did too. Yeah, I was shocked that he was not.
Like I was ready for. So in the movie, the sister, she has I guess second sight, you could say.
Yeah, or premonitions.
Yeah.
Kind of in the form of dreams.
Yes. And so I genuinely thought, like, when the boy Finney, when he escaped the basement where the killer was keeping him, I genuinely thought that when she ran to hug him, she was hugging a ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, it's just like the way it ended, like, Finney kills the bad guy, and it's just like, this doesn't feel right,
Right. And you're still kind of on edge.
Yes, just the adrenaline is pumping. But no, I really like how they set, like, all the little things that were set up. Like, one person told him, like, hey, there's some rope here. Another person told him the combination for getting out of the door. Somebody else is like, hey, if you do this, you can get into, like, a refrigerator. And, like, all those little pieces added up to his escape.
Yeah. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
And it was interesting seeing him try those methods before he actually got out.
Yeah.
Although I was honestly expecting a little more repercussions from his kidnapper.
Yes, there is a part where he escapes. He escapes twice, but the first time he gets caught again. Like, yeah, I thought that he only got punched one time and put back in his cell. But, like, they were talking about, like, oh, yeah, he likes to beat the shit out of you if you're trying to escape. And I'm like, okay. I'm not saying I want to see a kid get beaten, but,
right.
like, What are you talking about?
Well, and I thought when he was trying to get out through the window and the window yanked out and went down to the floor.
Oh, that well,
like,
the room is soundproof though.
I know, but the kidnapper was dropping food off. He could have come in and seen that the window was messed with.
That's true. That is true. Yeah. But no, overall it was a solid movie. Good acting from the kid actors.
Yeah.
Which is not always something you can say.
That's very true.
I do want to throw a little bit of trivia at you. I mean, I was saying this in the car ride back, but Joe Hill was the writer of this short story that this movie's based off of. And this was directed by Scott Derrickson, who directed the first Doctor Strange movie. And yeah, also I want to say like the mask the Ethan Hawke was wearing was so scary because it had like parts where you can remove the mouth part or you can remove like the part that covers the eyes, and like he'd only like keep like part. Sometimes he'd just take one part off, and it was just really unsettling.
Yes, he was definitely very creepy.
Yeah.
He did a good job.
Also, with 19 reviews, this movie is sitting at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
But also, it's not out yet. So, like, if we actually looked at it next week when this movie came out, I'm sure it's probably going to dip down to around 89% or something like that. Mm-hmm. Somebody's going to find something negative to say about this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you expecting there to be two houses at the end?
No. What I thought was going to happen was, like, when the young man was escaping, that happened at a different time. Like, that happened earlier in the day, and they got there in the evening. And so, like, I thought there was going to be a twist where it's like, haha, you didn't kill him, and he's actually about to kill you. And so, like, when they went in the basement, I thought they were going to just find his body, the little boy's body.
Right. So I was kind of thinking along the same lines of you thinking that he might have been a ghost at the end.
Right.
I was kind of thinking, yeah, he killed the bad guy, but I mean, is he like, how well is he really doing too? And like, how is he really going to get out on his own? And I kind of expected them to open the basement and find everyone dead.
Right. I get that. Did you ever see the It movies?
I have not.
Okay, so Ethan Hawke has a brother in the movie, and his brother plays adult Eddie. So that's not going to be helpful for you. Did you ever watch Treme? HBO show by the people that brought you The Wire?
Oh, no. I heard about it. But...
Have you seen The Wire? He was on The Wire. He was Ziggy on The Wire.
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know how you would have known this man, but I'm just throwing that out there. But yeah, any final words before we get out of here, Rachel? This is a very short one.
Yeah, no, just thanks for having me. Thanks for bringing me along.
Yes. I appreciate you only jumping like 3 times.
Yeah. And the one jump I think was more for the woman screaming than the actual on screen. Yeah,
there was a lady like right next to me. She screamed so loudly at one part, and like you reacted to her scream. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But no, thanks for listening, good people. And like we said, please check out The Black Phone in theaters next week, which is a date I do not know. June 24th. Yeah. So thanks for listening. Bye.